in the Sulky with Mr. Brett Miller. Brett, how's 2016 treating you so far?
So far, so good. We've only had a few snow days, but it's been okay.
Okay, we're going to go right now, boom, with the highlight maybe of 2015 with Pure Country in the Breeders' Crown. What was it like lining up in the Breeders' Crown, knowing you hadn't won one yet, with a main contender?
You know what? It was exciting and a little nerve-wracking also. I had a filly that I felt like she was much the best, and it turned out she was much the best. But it's a horse race. Anything can happen in a horse race.
A little anxious moment there in the first turn, you told me earlier, right?
Yes. In the first turn, I about got myself locked in.
All right, well, that didn't happen, luckily. Now, we're going to go to another filly. This one, unfortunately, we lost last summer, but Spirit to Win was on a roll last summer. What about her?
She was incredible. Going into the Hamiltonian Oaks elimination, she felt really good. She won the Hamiltonian Oaks elimination, and to be quite honest with you, after that race, I felt like she could win the final. I felt like she could win the Hamiltonian Oaks unless something crazy happened. And the news that I got that day, it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking for everybody, the connections, the guy who had her at the time. It was terrible.
Yeah, we lost her, and wow, that was Mission Brief she beat there too. Your cousin Dave Miller is not with us right now. He's away for a few months. He's taking a little vacation. What's your relationship with Dave, and how do you two you guys get along?
I love Dave to death. We get along great. Yeah, he's down in Florida. He's taking it easy, and my dad's down there, and they're spending a lot of time together.
Well, I checked in 24-hour Gold's Gym memberships, and he's not a member of any Gold's Gym. So when he comes back to racing sometime in April, how long does it take a guy, anybody, to get back into driving racing shape?
Well, Dave, he's not a big guy, so it won't take him long. I'm sure the first night he comes back, he'll be hurting a little bit after the races, but to be honest with you, it'd take him just a few nights to get back in shape.
Yeah, Dave Miller. Now, let's take a look at some of the contenders tonight. We'll start in race 3 with Sweet Time, number 7. 3 checks for Jason Robinson. This makes post 7, 8, 9, 10 the last 4 starts. What about this? Yeah,
this Sweet Time is actually she's an all right horse, and in this class she does very well. She's just been drawing bad.
Okay.
She can take some air, so she should be okay in here. It's it's a shame that she keeps drawing out.
Okay, we'll take a look in the 6th race. Ulster was 52-1 the last time he had post position number 8, but he seems to have regained some of that late 2015 form.
Yes, he was very sharp his last 2 starts. 2 starts ago he won. The time wasn't that great, but the track was, it was windy and the track was a little off. And last week he got a 2-hole trip, and obviously his time showed a better time. He's a nice horse.
Caviar Chelly is in the 7th race, number 7 for Team Remen. Here's a 5-year-old Sunbeat Somewhere mare. You were also named here on Black Magic Eyes. She comes off $100,000 a year. What about Caviar Chelly tonight?
Caviar Chelly, her last start, I had a bad post, and she was just too far out of it. And I never really was able to get her into the race. She doesn't have a great post either, but I do think I got a shot at getting her into the race, and if I can, she's got a shot at winning.
Okay, 13th, number 3. We'll look at Miss Defiance. You've had 1 drive with her, 1 lifetime mark, 52-4. She's a Nuclear Breeze out of a big towner mare, and she draws well. This is the 5th time in 6 starts she's got 1, 2, or 3. What about Miss Defiance tonight?
To be honest with you, last week I thought she'd be lucky to finish 3rd, and we did get a little lucky, and I got a good trip with her. And when I tipped her out top of the stretch, she took off. She's really sharp right now. So, I mean, anything can happen.
We did a little study on the Millers from 2015. Marcus, Andy, Brett, and Dave, $28 million plus combined for 4 who all drive here regularly. What is it about the Millers? What's going on?
well, there is a lot. There's a lot of us. So that helps. You know what, though? Obviously David, he does great, and Marcus, Andy, they do great. So, there's just a lot of us.
I looked at the card tomorrow night. There's 136 horses. 50 are driven by a driver not yet 30. You're 42. Are you considered a veteran now?
Yeah, I believe so. I'm probably considered to be pretty old now.
The best horse Brett Miller has ever driven would be who?
I mean, I'm only saying this because she won me my first Breeders' Crown. I mean, Pure Country, she was just something else. to drive, and she was just, I mean, she was a Cadillac. You could do anything with her. She definitely was much the best in her division. And but I drove We Will See, and We Will See was a good horse.
And you also drove a couple of charters for Tactor too. That's a nice account.
Yes. That getting to drive for him, getting to drive for Jimmy makes things a lot easier.
What about the choices in races tonight? 1, 3, 7, 11. You had to make a choice. And tomorrow night in a race, you have Ashley's husband. There were 5 horses in the race. I think 8-horse field you were named on. How tough is it to make that choice? And do you have to worry about stepping on toes?
Definitely. That's probably one of the worst things as a catch driver for me, at least for me. I hate telling people no. I hate telling the trainer that has a really good horse, no, I can't drive your horse. That's the worst for me. But it's something that you have to do, and thank God I'm in a position where I'm getting enough drives where I have to do that. But you got to really look out, for weeks ahead or the future when you pick horses. It's sometimes hard to take a horse for a guy that only has one horse versus a guy that has a big stable. Even though his one horse might be better than the guy that the horse has the big stable, you just always got to be looking ahead.
I see Joey Bongiorno's driving to 3 different tracks. You've done a lot of that in the past. What's it like when you're traveling all around like that?
You know what? It's tough. It wears on you, but he's a young guy, and he's doing good.
I'm going to summarize before we let you go. Dave Miller's career and yours. Dave Miller crescendoed and peaked, and he stayed there. Yours has been more of a roller coaster type career. Would that be a fair assumption?
Yeah, definitely. And that's a lot of that's been on me, but hopefully being out here now, I can keep getting the stake drives.
You're in a good place right now, and will 2016 give us a little more than 2015?
I hope so. But I can't take nothing away from last year or even the year before. It's been my 2 best years of my career, so hopefully we can keep it going.
Well, we'd like to thank Brett Miller for an In the Sulky appearance. We're going to come back with Jen Bongiorno for some show coming up.